What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Too Much Tech. And in today's video we're going to be reviewing something a little bit different. This is going to be my first soundbar review on the channel. This is the Pheanoo 2.1 soundbar that you can find on Amazon. Big shout out to Pheanoo for sending out this soundbar as well for review. I've had it probably a little bit over a month now, and I was waiting because I didn't think I was going to be buying a TV, so I was trying to figure out how to put it like on my desk setup, and then I ended up buying a TV. So I had a little bit more of a practical use for it instead of using it like super close, blasting in my face, sitting at a computer. I didn't really think that that was ideal. Even though you can do that, that isn't really how I wanted to test it. So I got a TV, plugged in the soundbar, and it's all good. Let's get into the review. Now this does have a ton of different outputs. So you have HDMI ARC, you have optical, you have an auxiliary jack, you have Bluetooth 5.0, and then you have another jack for your subwoofer. Unfortunately, that's probably my only gripe with the soundbar, is that the subwoofer is not wireless, but for the price being, between, I've seen it as low as around 80-90 bucks to as high as about 130 bucks. Honestly, I can't really complain too much because it's not horribly expensive. But if this were per se a higher end soundbar, I would expect the subwoofer to be wireless. You do have a pretty good amount of ways to connect your different devices, whether that be your TV, your computer, your phone, to play some music. The design of the soundbar is pretty simple. It's just a long black tube with some mesh on the front and the top. There's a small display in the middle, and then some shiny black plastic on the sides, which on the right side you also have a USB port as well. And then you have the Pheanoo logo all the way to the left side of the soundbar. Pretty minimalistic, pretty simple. You are able to mount this onto a wall as well with the two mounting points on the back of the soundbar, and they actually give you some mounting hardware in the box as well, so it's nice that they include that. They also include this little remote in the box that you can change quite a few things about the sound characteristics, whether that be the bass, the treble, the voice clarity, whatever different type of scenario that you're using to play your media on. So whether that be you're watching a movie, you're watching something that has a lot of dialogue, you'll put it on the news mode, or you can also put it on a music dedicated mode. Now there's also a button on here that says 3D, and the 3D sound is not bad. It doesn't change it too much, but it does give it a little bit more of a spatial audio feel. Of course, it's not real 3D audio or surround sound because there's only two drivers in the subwoofer, but it does give you a pretty nice effect as far as opening up that sound stage a little bit. Now in terms of the audio quality, I actually think the sound quality is pretty good. Depending on how you configure it, you can have the bass either just be present enough where you can hear it, or even more present where you can really feel it. And that's what I like about the remote and being able to configure it with a little display. It's really nice. But personally, I don't like the bass to be overpowering, so I like it to be just the middle of that, where I can hear it as well as feel it just a little bit without it being, too realistic or too boomy, I should say. And the bass from the subwoofer is not really boomy either. Now, talking about the couple drivers built into the soundbar, those are actually pretty good and well balanced. The dialogue is very clear. The sound is pretty detailed as well, so your highs and mids are also really good. So basically, between the two drivers and the subwoofer on this very affordable soundbar, your full range is covered, and you're going to be getting some decent quality audio. If you want the best quality audio, I would probably either use the HDMI ARC or the optical port, but you can use the auxiliary or Bluetooth if you really don't want to have a bunch of wires coming from it. I'm going to give you guys a quick sound test, listen to some music, and watching a YouTube video so you guys can hear how it sounds for yourself.
Mic test of each different headset right here. Obviously the USB and the wireless ones are the only one with software, not the 3.5. So whenever doing a mic test on these, I will bring the software and show you, kind of touch a little bit more, which is weird because again, usually I like getting into the EQ adjustment and dabbling with there, but I couldn't. Anything I would adjust with right there, it would go a drastic amount. Again, even a little pinch would make a drastic change to that nice quality stock sound you have. Now again, going from a lot of the...
So for this being a 120 watt soundbar for just about 120 bucks on Amazon is actually a pretty good deal, I would say. Like I said, really my only gripe would just be having to plug in the subwoofer, and other than that, I don't really have anything bad to say about the soundbar. The price to performance ratio is really good, and I'm pleased with the product. If you guys are looking for a relatively affordable soundbar, I'll leave it linked in the description below. But that's all I got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. If you want to talk about a lot of other technology like gaming keyboards, monitors, mice, or literally anything else you can think of, feel free to leave a comment below or join my Discord channel as well. I'll see you guys in the next video.